What's happening, peeps? So every year I mean to make a yearly recap video about each year and the past year of gaming and so forth, but something always prevents me from getting it done. So this year I was really determined to talk about the past 12 months because so much has happened, not just in gaming but also with my channel. First and foremost, I wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you for watching my videos and supporting me. My channel doubled in size in 2015 and it is all down to you guys, so again, thank you so much for making it happen. Seeing regulars pop up in the comments and having conversations with many of you about lots of different topics is why I got into YouTube in the first place, and it's super rewarding to know that I've achieved what I originally set out to do. It's also really great to see that for the most part the conversations in the comments section are friendly and intellectual. Not that I don't mind taking it to the gutter every now and then, but overall I feel like there's a really friendly vibe going on and everybody's having interesting conversations. Now, I've tried a lot of new things this year with admittedly mixed results. You long-time subscribers have undoubtedly seen a shift in the type of videos that I make. I used to be exclusively or almost exclusively a Call of Duty channel, but as time goes on I've realized that variety in terms of the games that I play and post and the style of videos that I make is what will keep me coming back to YouTube long term. The important part of all of this is the support and feedback that I've been receiving from all of you. It's made this whole YouTube thing worthwhile for me, and I'm just as excited today about making and uploading videos as I was when I first started out doing YouTube. In regards to games, 2015 has been without a doubt the strongest year yet for both the Xbox One and PS4, but also for gaming in general, I think. There've been so many amazing titles this year, which really makes it hard to pick just one as the year's best experience. I haven't played every game this year either, not by a long shot. I'm only human after all, and as a father and someone who works full time, there's only so much time for gaming and my YouTube channel. I don't play on PC, Xbox One or Wii U either, so obviously there's a lot of stuff that I've missed out on. Plus, I have particular tastes, so I've passed on games that scored really well like The Witcher and Fallout 4, as they simply don't interest me. Now, although I thought that there were lots of games that were really good this year, when I think back over 2015, there were a few games that really stood out to me. Now, before I tell you what they are, I just want to say if I don't mention your favourite game this year, it doesn't mean that I thought it was rubbish, I probably just didn't get a chance to play it. So I want you to just chill out, this list is clearly going to be very subjective, and if you want to drop your favourites in the comments section below, please do so. Now with that being said, these are the games which I had the most fun with this year. These are the ones that I couldn't wait to play again, that I would think about when I was at work or late at night when I was trying to go to sleep. Rocket League is definitely one of the games that I enjoyed the most this year. It's a real surprise hit for me as well. I managed to download it for free with the PSN Plus, and I originally downloaded it on a whim. There was a couple of people at work who were getting it and they said that I should get it too and we should hook up and play. And I originally had my reservations, but after playing it, I think it's one of the best multiplayer experiences of 2015. I think even if you were considering purchasing this game, it would be well worth the price of admission. Just make sure you've got a bunch of friends to play it with. The next game that I really enjoyed, which was also a bit of a surprise as it hadn't really been on my radar until a couple of weeks before launch, is Until Dawn. Being a massive fan of slasher and horror flicks, it immediately struck a chord with me. And although the gameplay is not really all that complex and it's not about finely honed Twitch reactions, I really like the dynamic storytelling component of it. It certainly won't be for everybody, but the fact that I plan to play through it again speaks volumes, as I rarely play anything through more than once. Anyway, if you didn't catch my review of it, I highly suggest going and checking that out. I think this would also be a really good game to play with a couple of friends, almost like you were watching a movie together.
You motherfucker.
The Need for Speed Reboot was definitely the most fun that I had with a racing game, which is saying a lot I think because there were a lot of good racing games this year. And I know that Need for Speed isn't the best racing game of all time, there's a lot of games that have come before it that have done a lot of things better, but I think out of the racing games in 2015, Need for Speed delivered the most complete package. It looks and sounds great, the customization is deep, and the power sliding is really satisfying. The online and multiplayer component of the game is definitely not without its problems, but I think in terms of all the games that came out in 2015, it's definitely the strongest. Ultimately, I think Project Cars had better racing, but like I said, as a complete package, I think Need for Speed is the better game. Now I have to mention Batman Arkham Knight. For me, Arkham Knight is not only the best Batman game in the Rocksteady trilogy, it's also in my opinion the best Batman game ever. Yeah, the Batmobile is a little bit disappointing, but in a game with so much variety, it's really a minor complaint. All the side quests feel like they're part of the bigger picture, and some of them were actually the strongest parts of the game. I'm also not sure that I've played an open world game that gives you as much reason as Arkham Knight does to complete everything. Arkham City was definitely an excellent game, but once I'd finished the main story, I never felt compelled to go and finish all the side quests. Where with Arkham Knight, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for 100% complete. If you're a Batman fan and you've enjoyed all the other Arkham games, I highly recommend picking this one up. So I've had a ton of fun with all of these, but what's the one game that stood out to me the most in 2015? Well, I gotta go with Battlefront. Now, just hold on. Look, I get it. For many people, this must seem like a ridiculous choice. But for me, Battlefront's simplistic approach and accessible design makes it enjoyable to play even if you're not doing all that well. It reminds me of a time when games were allowed to be simple, like with GoldenEye's multiplayer on the N64. I must have sunk 100 hours into it, and it doesn't have any kind of progress system or a huge selection of weapons and upgrades. Anyway, for those reasons, Battlefront is my pick of 2015. Like I said, if I didn't mention your pick, then let me know what your favourites were in the comments section, because I'm always up for a good recommendation. But I think I'm going to end the video here, so once again, thanks everybody for making 2015 such a special year for me, and here's to an even bigger 2016. So thanks for watching, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you later.